My name is Paul Franklin. I am a citizen of the United Federation of Planets. My vessel is under attack, requesting help from any ship that is within range. The damage is too much and the life support will not hold. Again, my name is... No!
So, any word at all from the captain?
None.
Is that normal under these circumstances?
Yes. The captain received special orders from Starfleet Command. He packed his bags, left the con over to Chief Kelly, and departed in the warp shuttle Martha for parts unknown.
Wait, I thought you were the chief executive.
I still am, but the captain left Chief Kelly in charge in his absence.
Well, what do we do in the meantime? Is our science mission to 5 Canon Benedicorum still on?
We're proceeding to 5CV to conduct a study of that double star system. Your department will be quite busy.
May I continue with my plans? I was really hoping to use this time to start on the crew physicals.
Has it been 6 months already?
Yes, it has, Lieutenant.
Might as well get started on them. It seems quiet enough.
Thank you.
Bridge to Chief Kelly.
Kelly here.
Commander, sorry to interrupt, but we just picked up a distress call coming from a vessel that claims to be a civilian-registered cargo ship. Distance, about 2 parsecs.
What does the message say?
1 occupant. They say their vessel's been attacked and is losing life support. They identify themselves as a human male named Paul Franklin. The message is fading.
I'm on my way to the bridge. Sound yellow alert. Plot an intercept course and stand by to take us to Warp 3.
I'd better get sickbay ready.
Oden, you look like you recognize the name. Do you know this person?
I hope not.
Let's go see.
Ship's log. Stardate 00831.2. We are now less than 5 minutes from the coordinates of the disabled cargo ship. Long-range sensors detect no weapons fire or explosions, but we're going in under yellow alert, weapons charged if needed.
Personal log, stardate 00831.2. Can it be? After more than 10 years, he's returned. If it is my old academy buddy Paul, then this may be a very uneasy reunion. That is, if it is him, and if he's still alive.
Picking up the cargo ship. Type 3 civilian model. Engines down. She's got a little bit of power, but she's nearly dead.
Are we close enough for a visual?
Yes, sir. Acquiring the sensor lock. Transferring to view screen.
Life size.
1 human male, unconscious. Oxygen levels are dangerously low. He's going to die if we don't transport him from that ship right now.
Inform Dr. Reagan she has a patient beaming directly to sickbay.
Yes, Commander.
Bridge to transporter room.
Transporter room. Odell here, Commander.
We have an injured, possibly dying man on that cargo ship. Transport him directly to sickbay. I know it's risky, but we have no choice.
You got it. Energizing now.
Oden, head to sickbay. See if this is your old friend.
We beamed him here in the nick of time. Another few seconds and he would be undergoing an autopsy, not a shot of cordrazine. That ship of his was just almost completely out of air.
What about injuries? He said he was being attacked.
Well, he has a lot of broken capillaries, leading to some pretty nasty bruising, and similar injuries to his respiratory passageways just because he was struggling for air before he passed out. But that's all. There's no burns or open wounds. If he was attacked, then their weapons didn't hit anything other than the outside of his ship.
Can we get an identity match?
I haven't had a chance yet to do a retinal scan. He's in pretty bad shape. But can the interrogation wait until after he's conscious and better able to respond? He's not going anywhere. You have my word on that.
I'm not going to interrogate him, Doc. I know him. I'm sure of it.
Well, that makes one of us.
Doc, I know who we're dealing with, but I need an identity match. When he's stable, could you run a scan? Consider it a personal request.
You're going to pester me until I drop everything and do that, aren't you? Well, I'll have the results shortly.
Thanks, Doc. When he wakes up, call me. I want to know what he was doing out here.
Of course, Commander.
You're relieved, Mr. Larkin?
No long-range scans of incoming vessels. No navigational hazards in sensor range.
Mr. Steele, give me that report on his cargo ship as soon as it's ready. Kelly here.
He's waking up, sir. He'll be lucid soon. Oh, and I ran the genetic scan. He is Paul Franklin, civilian, 32 years old, born on Earth just outside Edmonton, Alberta. Starfleet Academy dropout during his second year. Last known employer, Sonaran Commerce Consortium. No records past stardate 00603.4.
Thanks, Doc. See to it that he's properly fed. Kelly out.
We have an ID on Mr. Franklin's attacker. His cargo ship sustained thermal damage from weapons consistent with the heat signature of Gorn weaponry.
Did you say the Gorn?
That's what the scan says.
We're a long way from Gorn space. There hasn't been a recorded attack on a Federation vessel in over 20 years. I doubt that they're here to resume hostilities.
I'm a science officer, not an intelligence officer. All I know is that Gorn weapons did this.
Great. Just what we need.
Was he carrying any cargo that the Gorn might be interested in?
Whatever he was on was long gone by the time we arrived.
We did pick up traces of Ceranite, a rare mineral compound.
I've never heard of it.
It's a substance used in protective shielding around warp generators, the kind not used in the Federation anymore.
He works for the Sonarans. Do they trade in this Ceranite?
Not according to our records. They deal almost exclusively in dilithium ore.
I'm gonna get some answers. With your permission, sir.
By all means, Oden.
Abram, this is some serious bullshit.
Mr. Larkin, take over navigation. Captain's log supplemental. We're en route to Starbase 211 with Paul Franklin in sickbay, recovering from his experience. His ship is in tow.
Can I speak with him, Doc?
Go easy on him, Oden. He's in rough shape.
Oden?
You sure know how to get people's attention. I'll say that much for you.
It's been far too long. I didn't even know you were out here.
But the Gorn knew you were, didn't they?
More than what, 10 years? And this is the first conversation you want to have?
I'd like to know why my best friend from the Academy was nearly killed by the Gorn, and light years away from where their ships are normally found.
Try not to overstimulate him, Oden. It took a precarious balance of stimulants and sedatives to get his heart rate stable as well as his blood pressure and his kidney function.
The doctor's right, Paul. What are you even doing out here? What did you have aboard that rust bucket of yours that made you a target?
I told you at the academy what I wanted. You would know why I was out here if you ever listened to anything that I ever said.
You like talking about being your own man, striking out on your own and making a life for yourself out on the frontier. That the glamour of wearing a Starfleet uniform had gotten stale. That I understood. You weren't saying anything that countless others hadn't said before. I just don't know why you had to go and throw your career away to do it.
You know Starfleet wasn't for me.
But hauling ore in a small, underpowered cargo ship and being shot at are?
See, you never understood. None of you guys did. Burroughs, Tenoshi, Thraff, Yanari, Lords. But you of all people should have.
Being your best friend didn't mean I was required to support every stupid decision you made. I can overlook a lot of the dumb things you did when we were cadets, but I will not accept you abandoning everything you swore an oath to uphold. No, you can't and aren't getting that from me.
I didn't want that life. It wasn't my life's dream. You were my best friend. You should have known that. I deserve it.
Paul.
Look, Oden, I appreciate you coming in on your noble white stallion, but I do not need a lecture, and I damn sure don't need it from you. Just treat me and I'll go on my way. I don't want to be on this ship any more than you would want me here.
You'll be free to go when the doctor clears you, and after you've answered a bunch of questions from a board of inquiry.
Questions?
Questions like, what did the Gorn want with you? That Serenite we detected traces of? There's none aboard your ship now.
Okay, fine. It was gonna make a difference in the universe. I was contracted to transport 750 kilos of Serenite ore from a Sonaran refining facility to a Gorn freighter ship at coordinates that were not too far from where I was attacked. The Gorn apparently wanted to take without paying, so those lizard bastards just attacked my ship.
Where'd you get the ore? The miners on Adelphus 4 don't trade with the Sonaran Commerce Consortium. That Serenite didn't come from them. And that planet is the only natural source in this sector.
Please, if they found out...
Who? All right, enough. Oden, don't force me to order you to leave sickbay. The two of you can finish this later.
Please, don't act like you give a damn. Starfleet rules only dictate you. They no longer apply to me. Now, you can be my guest and leave if all you're gonna do is just look down your nose at me.
No, I do give a damn. I have since the day you left the academy. But I don't think you do. In fact, I'm sure of it.
My job and I are no threat to you, nor to your ship.
If the Gorn return to finish the job, you will be.
Bridge to Madigan.
Madigan here.
We may have company, Oden. Science officer?
Commander Madigan, long-range sensors just picked up a ship which matches the last known specifications of a Gorn cruiser. She's headed our way at Warp 4.
What's her ETA?
At its current speed, we're looking at no more than 37 minutes until she intercepts us.
They must be coming for me. You might want to think about leaving the area.
I'm on my way to the bridge. Madigan out. You're coming with me.
Hey, no, I'm not comfortable releasing him, Oden.
He's going to the bridge. He's bearing witness to the consequences of his actions.
What?
You're the reason this is happening. You're going to help save lives, including those of my shipmates, by speaking with the Gorn. Now come on, get up.
No, your jokes were never really that funny.
Get your ass up. You got us into this, and you're going to get us out of it. Now come on. You might get to be the hero you always denied you wanted to be. I hope we're not about to send you any more patients, Doc.
I will put you on report, Madigan.
Do it.
Oden, I really don't know what you think I can do.
They stole your cargo and tried to kill you. You're obviously of some interest to them. Just talk. I don't care what you say to them. Just take their attention off the ship long enough for us to come up with a plan. I just don't understand why they didn't finish you in the first place.
Listen, I'm sorry I dragged you all into this. I always told myself that the next time that I see you, it wouldn't be in a situation like this.
There's never been a thing about you that isn't awkward. Why did they leave you alive after stealing your cargo?
That Serenite ore, it was the Gorns. I stole it.
Damn it, and now it all falls into place. The Sonarans wanted Serenite, and the miners on Adelphus 4 wouldn't do any business with them. So someone in the consortium learned that the Gorn had some you could steal.
I'm just a hired pilot. I wasn't there on the planning, I wasn't there at the meeting. They just told me about where I can go and get the ore, and I took advantage of a very busy moment there at the loading dock. I pretended to be a freighter captain and told them to put the containers on my cargo ship. And then I left. It took them a while to realize that the stuff was gone, and they came after me. The Sonarans told me that if I didn't bring the ore, I'd be dead.
You're lucky you got a head start. Those old Type 3 cargo ships can barely make it to Warp 3 without the hull plates peeling off.
The Burnham isn't exactly capable of Warp 3. Anyone with a garbage scow could have captured me.
Did you identify the vessel as Gorn?
No, I just assumed that. The Sonarans!
Exactly what I was thinking. But they didn't want to pay you. They wanted you dead. They disabled your ship and expected the Gorn to pay you a visit to finish you off.
I'm really thankful that you were out there.
Thank me when this is over and we're not dead.
Lieutenant, transmit the following to Starfleet. We have a potentially hostile situation with an armed Gorn vessel approaching. Ship status is yellow alert.
Yes, Commander.
Mr. Scarren, distance?
350,000 kilometers and closing.
Their weapons are within range.
Tell me something I want to hear.
They haven't fired on us, if that helps.
Open a frequency. Patch me through.
Channel open.
This is Lieutenant Commander Kelly of the Federation Starship Webster. You're currently in Federation space. State your intentions or we may be forced to consider you a hostile vessel, and we will take appropriate action. Acknowledge.
That is not the ship that attacked me.
It's what we suspected. You've been set up by the Sonarans.
Anything?
They are receiving us, but they are not responding.
Gorn vessel, unless your government wants to risk armed hostilities with the Federation, I suggest you withdraw from Federation space. To steal armed photon torpedoes, target that vessel.
Yes, Commander.
Starfleet vessel, this is Captain Tukoss of the cruiser Lizard's Crest. Your pilot is a thief who stole property of the world of the Gorn Confederation. We are retrieving what is rightfully ours. The Serenite ore in his cargo ship will be returned, and the pilot turned over for trial and prosecution for his crimes.
The cargo ship and its pilot are under Federation protection. If they are to be tried for any offense, it will be under our own traditions and regulations. The Gorn have no claim to impose their laws on Federation citizens.
Return the cargo, and we will consider the incident closed. Refuse, and we will do what is necessary to apprehend the thief and deliver him to justice. Violations of our laws will not be tolerated.
I am Paul Franklin, the pilot of the cargo ship. I stole the Serenite from your spaceport, but soon afterwards my ship was attacked and the cargo stolen. I do ask that you please leave this ship alone. The Webster and his crew had nothing to do with my theft. If you agree to leave this ship in peace, I will turn myself over and stand trial.
Paul.
Look, I'm not going to stand here and watch your people get killed. You wanted me to see the results of my actions? I have. Now let me do this.
The criminal is offering himself? Is this a trick?
I'm surrendering myself so you don't fire at the ship and cause a war. That should be good enough for both of you.
Paul, if you surrender...
Things may not go well for you, sir.
If I beam over, I might be able to save everybody's life on the ship, including yours.
They could put you to death.
The Gorn take a very dim view on piracy.
If you honor our friendship, please, just let me do this and let me get your ship out in one piece.
We pledge your citizen will be treated fairly. Kelly of Webster. It is true that we will punish him for his crime, but we will show leniency if he helps us find who stole the cargo from his ship, and helps us mete out punishment to all responsible for looting our spaceport.
Look, I don't care what they do. I just don't want to be the cause of war or a death of a friend. Whatever happens, happens. I'm just tired of making excuses for my own stupidity. I got your ship into this because of my dumb decisions. I'll get it out.
We may not be able to get you out.
I've survived this long. I'm a man of many talents. Who knows?
Kelly of Webster. We await a decision.
The Academy teaches us about making choices in the line of duty. I don't see how there can be any other choice.
Just in case, do you have a message you'd like me to give your family back home?
Yeah. Tell them that I was happy. And if they never see me again, tell them that I ended my life the way that I wanted. On my own terms. Oh, and tell Tenoshi that she still owes me money.
I will.
My vessel stands ready to accept the prisoner. We await your answer.
Mr. Franklin will surrender himself in exchange for you powering down your weapons and withdrawing from this sector.
Agreed, but only if the cargo ship is to be included with the prisoner.
Agreed. Tukoss of the Lizard's Crest.
Thank you.
Try not to annoy them the way you annoyed me.
Initiate transport.
Engineer, drop tractor beam.
Yes, Commander.
He's aboard, Commander.
They cleared the system.
No need to head to Starbase 211. Lieutenant Katz has some work to do. Mr. Larkin, resume course for 5CV.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Levine, warp vector 3.
Yes, Commander.
I'll be in my quarters. Don't bother me for a while.
Are you going to be okay, Oden?
I hope so.
Oden, I've been looking for you. We lost track of the Gorn about 45 minutes ago. We detected some sort of energy burst. I wanted to let you know personally. There appears to have been an explosion. We can't be sure, but the Gorn vessel appears to have been destroyed by something. I've ordered a course change. We're moving in to investigate.
Paul never wanted to go out quietly, doing anything.
You're saying Franklin did this? He blew himself up?
Well, we'll never be able to confirm that. Paul always knew his way around a ship's engineering system. He might have blown himself up with his ship. Offered a tour to show them around, a goodwill gesture. Then, when the Gorn were aboard, well, he wasn't going to die in shame. Not paraded in front of some tribunal. He lived intensely. And that's the only way he'd ever go out.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
That makes two of us.
That's a interesting knick-knack.
The Vulcan Bloodstone. Paul gave it to me at the academy. I failed a aptitude test that I've been studying for a week. He took pity on me and knew I liked this sort of thing. He found a vendor in Sausalito who sold them. He gave it to me in my bowl of chili, of all places. I've had it ever since.
He seemed to care about you.
Yeah.
The new status report with my ship's log for your approval. I included the Gorn incident, but I didn't include Franklin's name in the official report.
Jackson, I would never tell you to falsify a report.
I didn't consider it falsifying. I thought his family and you'd appreciate not identifying him in this incident.
That's not how it works, Jackson. Add Paul's name to the official report. Don't leave any details out.
I didn't want to drag your friend into what was just an unfortunate incident between Starfleet and an overly zealous Gorn.
Thank you. That's kind of you. But this needs to be in the official record. This is the frontier of space. And if we run around hiding inconvenient truths from one another, we're doing more harm than good.
I understand, Oden. Point made.
Do it again and I'll have the captain bust you back down to ensign when he gets back.
Yeah, I don't want to go through that again. Good night, Oden.
Good night, Jackson.